With help from you, hopefully a bit sooner than 5 years, but I'm a bit of a naive optimist when it comes to that kind of stuff. But yeah, I love the way you put it when it comes to, yeah, we call it renewable energy or energy efficiency, which is you doing less emissions. And then in addition, we also have all the what is it? The legacy emissions that are still out there already, and this is the solution that's going to pull both of them out. I've talked about carbon sequestration in the show a couple times, but well, yeah, man, Phil must love you. How does this look on like a practical basis? Like, how can we what do farmers actually do to increase their carbon content, like on a day-to-day thing?
Yeah, so it totally depends on the kind of farm and the region. And in part, that's why regenerative agriculture is a little bit of a mysterious term.
Mm-hmm.
Like with organic, it's pretty clear what organic certification is. You're not using these banned chemicals or whatever. With regenerative, it could be planting cover crops, it could be reducing tillage. A really big one is applying compost instead of fertilizer. If you're a ranch, you could be like planting trees and hedgerows and again applying compost. So like one example that really, you know, almost like inspired us to go all in on this movement was the work from this organization, the Marine Carbon Project. And so, a lot of time where society has been like framing beef as, public enemy number one in the food system environmentally. And there's this really big opportunity to shift that script because
Mm.
basically the way we produce beef is a big source of emissions through feedlots. But the way the beef production system works is, cattle are out on land for a full year before they go in the feedlot. And so there's almost like two whole separate systems. There's that feedlot that we don't really like with, the antibiotics and the manure lagoons and all the stuff. And then
Gross.
there's 760 million acres of rangeland with cattle on it. And then that's just like one big opportunity to sequester carbon. And so we learned about this project, the Marine Carbon Project, and they were working with really sustainable producers like Albert Strauss from Strauss Family Creamery. There's a great ranch, Stemple Creek Ranch. We were serving beef from Stemple Creek Ranch at a restaurant we were running called The Perennial. And I can tell you all about that too. But basically, the numbers behind this research going on were like so mind-blowing and optimistic that it really made us want to, devote our work and our careers to this. And so they were doing regenerative grazing on the whole ranch, and 3,500 acre ranch or something like that. So on the whole ranch, they were already taking carbon out of the atmosphere through this grazing. The numbers were about half a ton per acre per year. On 1/10 of the ranch, somebody provided funding for, the researchers provided funding for them to apply compost to jumpstart that sequestration.
Mm-hmm.
And so on that portion of the ranch, the carbon sequestration was something like 10 times as high.
Wow.
So it's like an already good thing becoming like 10x as effective through compost and, kind of scaling up that soil carbon restoration through soil biology. And so the total benefit after 5 years or something, the numbers were showing that 1/10 of the ranch had taken in as much carbon as not burning 1 million gallons of gas.
Yeah, I remember you said that in one of your talks. That was awesome.